This is Newcap News with Lauren Poland.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. Moses, a busy weekend for the Bobcats, 2 games in action, and I hear the story is Kyle Harris.
Kyle Harris has been on fire.
Yep.
Not like our weather. He's been hot.
Dear.
He's played phenomenal hockey over the last 3 games here. All the season, really. He's vaulted himself to the leading scorer of the team. We'll have more on the highlights against Calgary. And stay tuned, please, because you want to see this. It'll at least warm me up a little bit. Gerard, help us out. Is there anything?
Looking forward to it. Gerard, winter has finally come. I guess that's what we can say, and it's come with a vengeance.
We knew he was coming out of his Arctic blast, north-south, and all I can say is maybe we need to get some Hawaiian-type gear. At least it'd make it look pretty well with telling the weather. Let's see what we got here. Right? Some people are even saying that Lloydminster is set to become one of the coldest places on the planet before it's all done. This Arctic blast that old man winter is giving us. Minus 27 on a day that the highest temperature we saw was basically minus 26. And the wind chill, well, we got a wind chill warning for ourselves in Cold Lake area as well. That's been issued since about 3:32 this afternoon with those conditions that you are seeing there. The Battlefords, they actually saw a high of minus 22 just at around 8 and again at around noon today. But again, the wind chills really done us out across the region, anywhere from minus 32 to minus 35. In the case of Cold Lake area, it dropped down from minus 36 down to minus 38. Those are the values, and the wind chills will be picking up a little later on this evening, anywhere in the vicinity of about a minus 43. The full details of all of that we'll give you a little later in the cast.
And as Gerard mentioned, the temperature is plunging after a warm start to 2012, and it doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. Mike Baden explains what you can do to keep out the colds.
Temperatures are dropping well below minus 30 degrees, so frostbite is something that should be on everyone's mind. And one of the first signs is absence of feeling in your extremities. Local physician Dr. Raff Sayeed says a lot of the time it's due to people being lazy.
Some people get too relaxed and casual if the weather's warm initially and then cools off. They forget that winter is treacherous and you can get caught anytime.
Dr. Sayeed also says that using common sense and layering up is the best way to stay warm.
The more layers you wear, the more warmer you are and the less chances of getting frostbite.
Go as fast as you can.
Lloydminster Public and Catholic School Divisions run off similar guidelines. Minus 25 or colder, recess stays indoors, but most of the kids enjoy being out in the snow.
Well, kids want to get out, they want to play, and certainly they want to get moving and don't want to sit around. We see kids even on a summer day where they're anxious to get out, and whether it's cold or warm. We know that physical activity causes the blood to move around and also assists kids.
Because road conditions are below average, all students taking the bus to and from school should prepare to wait a few extra minutes.
But again, make sure kids are dressed appropriately, and if they are going to have to wait for 3 or 4 minutes, they need to be dressed very warmly if they're going to catch the bus.
No matter how far the temperature does drop, schools will remain open at all times. Mike Baden, Newcap News.
Well, the city hasn't had to worry too much about removing snow from streets recently, but times have changed. Over the weekend, the border city was blanketed with 5 centimeters of snow, and as Elise Cox explains, the city has been busy trying to clear the streets.
Bobcats and plows are roaring through the streets of the border city, cleaning up the mess that old man winter made over the weekend. But because their service wasn't needed for this first month of winter, the city's snow removal budget was affected.
Well, for the first few months, it was within our 2011 budget, and so it was very fortunate that we had a mild November and December because we had gone over budget earlier in the year on snow, and so we turned out that we were pretty much bang on budget last year.
This year, the snow removal budget is $1.6 million, and depending on the volume of snow the border city receives, it could drastically affect where the plows are needed.
Of that 1.6 million, about 600,000 is for removing snows from residential streets if we need to do that. And so we'll have to determine if that's going to be a requirement this year.
And as for keeping to our budget this year?
This year we're sitting pretty so far, but Mother Nature has a way of deciding how much money we're going to spend on this. So.
If you know of any intersections that need special attention from snow removal crews, contact the City Hall's Public Works Department. Elise Cox, Newcap News.
Everyone's been known to have a case of the Mondays, but this particular Monday takes the cake, and it's got its own special name to prove it, Blue Monday. Next, why today is considered the most depressing day of the year and how border city residents are beating the blues.
The -30 weather isn't helping, but this local radio duo are doing their best to cheer up border city residents on what's considered the most depressing day of the year.
It's the day where most of your Christmas bills have come in, plus you're most likely to have broken your New Year's resolution, whatever it was. Plus it's generally really cold in January. As we've discovered today, it's really cold. So all those factors kind of come together and make it a depressing day. And I mean, it is Monday. Mondays are rough to begin with.
So this Monday, the Lloyd FM team is offering a little pick-me-up to over a dozen lucky contest winners.
Hi, are you Jen Boyer?
And Jen Boyer appreciates the surprise.
It's awesome. It's cold out. Everybody needs a bit of a pick-me-up. I don't think anybody wanted to get out of bed this morning and come to work. I definitely did not.
Though Blue Monday isn't recognized by some area physicians, it does tie into another prominent disorder affecting Northerners.
Oh, seasonal depression usually occurs in some people in the winter when there is no sunshine and it's dark and gloomy.
And though coffee and donuts aren't a quick fix for seasonal depression, they did help liven up the frigid winter day for Jennifer.
Actually, coffee is a very much needed thing for me on a Monday, and I'm pretty sure most of my coworkers feel the same. So yeah, it's awesome.
Bigger RCMP are looking for a 55-year-old man wanted on multiple outstanding warrants. Jarrett Van Veen, also known as Jarrett Cameron, is roughly 5'7", 140 pounds with a long brown beard and long brown hair. Police believe Van Veen is in the Bigger area. Anyone with information is asked to call the RCMP or Crime Stoppers. Meantime, police are searching for suspects after a break-in at the Kalina Corner liquor store early Sunday morning. Roughly $300 of premium liquor was stolen. The culprits broke the store window, including metal security bars, just after 2 a.m. Anyone with information is asked to call the RCMP or Crime Stoppers. And the Lloydminster RCMP are searching for a stolen truck. A 1994 Chevy pickup was swiped from a border city home in the 2300 block of 57A Avenue. The white truck has tinted windows, a black roll cover box, and a Coca-Cola sticker on the back window. Anyone with information is asked to call the Lloydminster RCMP or Crime Stoppers.